Hello everybody, my name is Caretaker, and I'm back in the grave with another theory video, and I'm not gonna actually use an intro this time. I'm gonna jump right into it. Now on your screen you can probably see 5 posters. Well, not 5 posters. Well, yeah, you can see the posters, and I'm sorry I said 5, it's actually 4. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read these off, you can read them as well, but this is a part of a theory that people have come up with, and it's actually not so much a theory anymore, because he has actually gone so far as to confirm it, and you can find that in the wiki, and I'll post it later. Anyway. Kids vanished at local pizzeria, bodies not found. 2 local children were reportedly lured into a back room during the late hours of operation at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza on the night of June 26th. While video surveillance identified the man responsible and led to his capture, the following morning the children themselves were never found and are presumed dead. Police think that the suspect dressed as a mascot to earn the children's trust. 5 children now reported missing. Suspect convicted. 5 children are now linked to the incident at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where a man dressed as a cartoon mascot lured them into a back room. While the suspect has been charged, the bodies themselves were never found. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has been fighting an uphill battle ever since they convinced families to return to their pizzeria. It's a tragedy. Local pizzeria threatened with shutdown over sanitation. Local pizzeria Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has been threatened again with shutdown by health department over reports of foul odor coming from the much-loved animal mascots. Police were contacted when parents reportedly noticed what appeared to be blood and mucus around the eyes and mouths of the mascots. One parent likened them to reanimated carcasses. Now remember that is important. Local pizzeria said to close by year's end. After a long struggle to stay in business after the tragedy that struck there many years ago, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has announced that it will close by year's end. Despite a year-long search for a buyer, companies seem unwilling to be associated with the company. These characters will live on in the hearts of kids. These characters will live on. Again, remember that as the CEO. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this on the screen. I'm going to talk about this real quick. It's not a really, big theory to speak about, but basically, the suits that are trying to kill you are the 5 kids. And you're thinking, but Caretaker, there's only 4 suits. How can that be possible? There is actually 5 suits, and we're going to get into that one later, but I'll refer to him right now. His name is Golden Freddy. I'll post a picture of him later and a link in the description on how to summon him, but like I said, we're going to do that later. The 5 kids are Chica, Bonnie, Foxy, and Freddy. Those 5 are, those 4 are the main ones. Why? I'm assuming, I want to say Freddy and maybe Bonnie were the first ones, and then came Chica, then maybe Foxy, but the point is that they are in fact children. They are dead children. That's what's trying to kill you right now, is dead children. Now, coming up next is another picture. Now, this is technically Freddy Fazbear's animatronics, but you can clearly see the teeth. And no, they're not completely human, and some people have said that, oh, Chica's looks human. They're not human teeth. Most of the ones I've heard have debunked it. It's not human teeth. Most of the theories that debunk it are, 1, this picture right here showing the animatronic skeleton with the teeth, as you can see, sometimes can look that way. And in the other ones, people have said that maybe the teeth weren't made right, maybe it's an older costume, but the point is, the human teeth wouldn't show up like that. Nor would they have lasted that long. People would have noticed teeth popping out of the costume. In fact, that's the biggest way to debunk it right there. How did no one notice teeth coming out of the damn costume? Someone would have noticed that and reported it. I mean, come on. That is honestly the easiest way to debunk that. Moving on, we're going on to 1987. Now, this is getting a little bit of notoriety because everyone knows that 1987 is the day of the bite. Well, not the day, but the year of the infamous bite that I'm assuming a child got the front of his head ripped off, or not ripped off, bitten off. And here's where this gets interesting. Now, the biggest theory out right now is that Foxy did it, and that's the one that I prescribe to, because you see the sorry out of order sign, and Foxy's also the most aggressive. Now, Foxy can run, Foxy doesn't like being seen, doesn't like being watched, and whatnot. Now, the counter to this is that there is a poster later on in the game that has the rules on it, and it says, don't touch Freddy. It says, do not touch him. So that kind of gives you an idea that maybe Freddy is the one that's actually, the biter. But then you look at Foxy's teeth and the claws and everything else, and those are some pretty sharp fucking teeth. So I'm going to go ahead and say Foxy's the one that did it, especially because of the sorry out of order sign. It just makes the most sense. Regarding 1987 too, there's been a new Easter egg that has been added in. This isn't really a theory, this is legitimate, and I have a video of it that you can actually see in my channel. I'll of course, leave a link, or I'll make an annotation for you. Now, what you do is you need to get through all 6 days. The first 5 days of the week, you need to beat night 6, then you get custom night 7. This means you can set their AI to whatever you want. They all go to 20, but people speculated that if you set the AI to 1987, that you would get a special ending. Oh, it's a special ending if you can survive. It has been debunked before patch 1.3. I believe that's one we're on right now. As no, you don't get anything. You get fired, and that's it. You get fired for tampering with the machines. However, this picture that I posted up is again, Golden Freddy. This is this is what it looks like when he kills you. This is the jump scare that accompanies it, and this will flash up and crash your game if you type 1987 as their AI codes. You want to put them up from 1987, and the Easter egg is that Golden Freddy kills you and crashes your game. So, that's just, I like that they added it in there. It's cool if the dev is really looking into this and he's patching in new things. I really think that's cool. It's always nice to see them, jumping kind of on the bandwagon and having fun with us. So, now, that picture is actually relevant to the next part I wanted to talk about, which is Golden Freddy. And as I said, there's not much to talk about here. Now, the way to summon him is, when you're rolling around the cameras, you need to look at camera 2B. If you look at camera 2B, 3 things can happen. 1, it's the usual Freddy Fazbear one. 2, it's the one that you've seen in a few of my other videos where Freddy's head is distorted and ripped in half. I'll try to see if I can I'm going to put up a picture of that. Let's just see that real quick. And then the next one is going to be Golden Freddy. I don't have a picture of him, unfortunately, but I will be posting a video of it. I'll just leave his jump scare up for right now. Now, the way to access it is, you check your cameras normally, and if you check camera 2B, as I've said earlier, and you see Golden Freddy, the picture up on your screen right now, you'll hear a child giggle. When you drop the camera, and you have to immediately drop the camera. If you click anything else, you will reset and Golden Freddy will go away. Now, if you drop the camera, a disembodied suit with black demonic eyes will be sitting there disjointed and crumpled on the floor. You'll hear some demonic noises, and then he'll kill you if you stare at him. Now, real quick, I'm going to tell you the way to stop him is to stare at him for a few seconds, immediately pop your camera back up, start looking around, and drop your camera, and he goes away. Now, regarding the hallucinations, there are technically 3. One is Golden Freddy, and it's considered a hallucination because Golden Freddy does not show up in the AI option, so that's one of the ways to debunk that and as a hallucination. The other one is this one right here that I'm going to post up right now. No, this is Freddy, but as you can see, those eyes aren't normal eyes. Those are human eyes. My speculation is that this is in fact the security guard. Not necessarily, I'm not saying the hallucination is, the guard himself. I'm saying it might be the dead guard, as, Freddy's flashing the dead guard, like, this is going to happen to you, you're next, or this is what it's going to look like when you die. Now, my theory right there is can be debunked, because it could just be Freddy freaking you the fuck out, like, oh, look what's going to happen to you, and you're going to die. So there could be that, but it's fun to think that it's the dead security guard. This is him staring at you like, guess what, they got me. And the next one I'm going to post up is Bonnie. Now, this is the one you'll also see. You will see this head, Freddy's head, and you'll see It's Me, and you'll hear demonic, the demonic noises flashing. Those are the 3 hallucinations. Now, there's one other theory, and I unfortunately don't have a good picture of this. The wiki is kind of hard to get pictures off of. But if you look closely, and like I said, I'll leave a link to the wiki. If you look closely at Freddy's head, it looks as though parts of his fur are darker over his eye and around his mouth. Now, people have put green highlight over it, and it almost looks like a hand, which kind of goes to show that, yes, Freddy did indeed kill the security guard. That's not so much a theory. I honestly think that Freddy did, in fact, kill the security guard. He's dead. But it just further goes to show that, yes, Freddy did kill the security guard. So, now, after all that, that's pretty much all there is for the theories, The developers confirmed the 5 ghost theory that, the kids are haunting the suits and that they were shoved in them and killed by a serial killer. That has been confirmed loosely by the developer. We went over the human teeth theory, we went over the bite of 87 plus the Easter egg, we've talked about Golden Freddy and hallucinations, as well as the dead guard. Now, this last little bit has nothing to do with anything really. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Now, here's camera 5, and as you can see on the table, that's the Endo-Skeleton that you get shoved into. That's the one right there. When they stuff you into a Freddy Fazbear costume, that's the thing that's getting shoved into you. Well, I shouldn't say that's what you're getting shoved into. Yeah, it kind of is. I don't know how they would shove you into a Freddy Fazbear suit when there's no costumes back there. But anyway, you can see the heads, at least. But I imagine, like, that's the Endo-Skeleton. That's what it looks like right there is a good shot of it. But when you look at this picture, yeah, look a little bit more animated. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this so that it kind of goes back and forth. You can see them both for a few seconds. Now, as you can see, they're, I've never really noticed this one because I don't check the camera often, but, yeah, they all start to stare at you. They know you're watching them. In fact, one of them actually stands up and stares, although their eyes in the back are now animated. Notice the two in the back right there, the Freddy Fazbear suit costumes, their eyes are wide open, and yeah, it's just freaky as shit. Now, here's the other two things that can happen in here. One is Bonnie, you know, normal Bonnie, and then there's Demon Bonnie, blah. So it's pretty obvious that they know that you're watching them and that they're coming after you. But, you know, that's pretty much all I got for now. I'm going to leave the links to the videos of people summoning Golden Freddy and other stuff. You know, this is my first time doing a voiceover style deal with this, so I hope you enjoyed this and you're able to read the posters. So real quick, I just wanted to add on because I almost forgot, but I'm going to be linking in the description below. I'll probably try to leave an annotation up here to a link of a video of an extended glitched scream of the normal screech death sound. And when it extends, you can actually hear a child screaming. So that just further pushes the whole five dead, killed children are haunting in theory. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be headed to the grave. Welcome to town, everyone.